Have you ever observed that despite maintaining a nutritious diet, your eyesight appears to gradually weaken as you get older? Perhaps reading in low light has become more challenging, or glaring lights cause your focus to soften. Many older adults accept this as an inevitable aspect of getting older, believing that the eyes simply deteriorate with time. However, here is a fact that the majority of people are unaware of. Your eyes are not passive instruments. They are dynamic, living tissues capable of regeneration, healing, and even self-repair, most actively while you are asleep. You see, the retina, that light-sensitive layer lining the back of your eye, is one of the body's most energetically demanding tissues. It utilizes more oxygen per gram than even your brain does. Each night as you drift into slumber, your body enters a natural state of recovery. Cellular debris is cleared away, mitochondria regain their energy, and the retina dedicates itself to reconstructing the delicate photoreceptor cells responsible for capturing light. However, this entire intricate process is contingent on one crucial factor: whether your system has access to the fundamental building blocks it requires, the precise nutrients circulating in your bloodstream as you fall asleep. Here is a deeper look at what is truly occurring within your body throughout the night. Melatonin, the hormone that facilitates sleep, also serves as a potent antioxidant for your eyes. It protects your retina from oxidative damage and aids in the restoration of rods and cones, the cells that manage color perception and vision in dim light. Nevertheless, if you go to bed lacking specific eye-repairing nutrients like lutein, zeaxanthin, taurine, and omega-3 fatty acids, the retina is left without sufficient resources to finish that critical nightly restoration. As years pass, this leads to accumulated damage, the very kind that plays a role in dry eyes, night blindness, and even age-related macular degeneration. Allow me to illustrate this with a straightforward comparison. Picture your eyes as an active construction site. Throughout the daytime, light exposure and oxidative stress function like a tiny wrecking crew, slowly chipping away at the structures. The night is when the repair team arrives to rebuild. But if they show up and discover no bricks, no mortar, and no construction materials, the damage remains unrepaired. The consequence is a slower recovery rate, blurred eyesight, and a long-term deterioration of function. The encouraging news is that you can reverse a significant portion of this nightly nutrient shortfall simply by consuming the right foods at the optimal time. Certain natural compounds, when ingested before sleep, establish a nutrient-dense internal environment that permits your eyes to mend themselves as you rest. They aid in restoring mitochondrial performance, lowering inflammation, and enhancing blood circulation to the retina. In today's discussion, I will demonstrate precisely how to accomplish this. You will discover the specific foods, timing tactics, and biological mechanisms that make the nighttime the most potent opportunity for vision restoration. By the conclusion of this presentation, you will comprehend not only what to eat, but also the underlying cellular reasons for why it is effective. If this type of practical, science-supported method for healthy aging and vision repair resonates with you, please stay with me until the end, because this knowledge can genuinely transform how your eyes age starting from tonight. Every single night during your sleep, your body undergoes one of the most remarkable repair processes imaginable, and your eyes are among the primary organs to reap the benefits. Yet, very few individuals grasp what truly transpires inside their eyes after they are closed. The reality is, your eyes are never fully switched off. Even in total darkness, they remain metabolically active, participating in one of the most energy-intensive restoration cycles in the entire human body. Here is what is genuinely happening inside you. The rear portion of your eye, known as the retina, is composed of photoreceptor cells that capture light and transmit visual data to your brain. These cells endure constant strain during the day from light exposure, oxidation, and fluctuations in blood sugar. By day's end, microscopic damage has gathered in the form of lipid peroxidation and fatigued mitochondria. When you fall asleep, your brain and body dispatch resources, oxygen, glucose, and antioxidants, to the retina to initiate repairs. Let me clarify this with a simple metaphor. Envision your eyes as a digital camera that spends the entire day capturing thousands of images. By nightfall, its battery is depleted and its sensor is dusty. Sleep is when that camera is recharged, its lens is cleaned, and its internal circuitry is recalibrated. However, for this cleansing and restoration to occur, your body must have the correct tools, nutrients, hormones, and adequate blood flow, ready and accessible. Research indicates that during deep sleep, the body boosts production of growth hormone and melatonin. Both of these substances trigger cellular repair pathways within the retina. Melatonin, in particular, neutralizes reactive oxygen species, those unstable molecules that induce oxidative stress and harm the delicate photoreceptor cells. This procedure is termed nocturnal retinal regeneration. Without it, the retina slowly becomes less efficient at transforming light into electrical signals, resulting in blurry vision, trouble adjusting to darkness, and over the long term, degeneration of macular tissue. Another amazing event takes place at night. The retinal pigment epithelium, or RPE, which acts as a support layer for your photoreceptors, performs a type of cellular housekeeping. It breaks down and eliminates damaged outer segments of photoreceptor cells and substitutes them with new ones. This is a highly energy-demanding task that requires ample oxygen, vitamins A and E, and omega-3 fatty acids to keep cell membranes pliable and healthy. If you go to bed undernourished or dehydrated, the RPE has difficulty completing this renewal cycle efficiently. Over time, a waste material called lipofuscin starts to build up, gradually clouding your vision and increasing susceptibility to age-related diseases. This is where nutrition assumes a decisive role. What you consume before sleep directly influences how effectively your eyes can execute this nightly regeneration. For instance, foods abundant in carotenoids, such as spinach, kale, and egg yolks, supply lutein and zeaxanthin. These compounds embed themselves in the macula and serve as natural filters against light-induced damage. When eaten before bedtime, these nutrients circulate in your blood during the precise hours your retina needs them most. Now, if you are questioning whether timing is truly important, the answer is unequivocally yes. Your body's circadian rhythm dictates when cells are most active in repair. The retina's regeneration cycle reaches its peak during the initial few hours of deep sleep. This means that what you eat 1 to 2 hours before bed has a direct impact on the nutrients accessible to your eye cells during that vital repair window. A small evening snack containing healthy fats and antioxidants can profoundly enhance this process. So, to summarize this first key insight, the nighttime is not a passive period. It is the premier occasion for your eyes to recover, restore, and renew themselves. But this restoration is not automatic. It depends entirely on whether your bloodstream is carrying the right nutrients at the right time. In the following section, we will examine one of the most underestimated yet powerful drivers of this process, melatonin, and why this sleep hormone could be the most crucial antioxidant for your eyesight. If this information is helping you understand your body more deeply, consider subscribing. I share new, science-grounded insights daily to help you take command of your metabolism, vision, and overall longevity in a natural and intelligent way. When most individuals hear the term melatonin, they instantly think of a supplement to aid sleep. But what many fail to recognize is that melatonin is much more than a sleep-inducing hormone. It is one of the body's most powerful inherent antioxidants, particularly for the eyes. In fact, melatonin operates as a kind of night shift supervisor, coordinating the repair and protection of retinal cells while you sleep. Here is what is truly occurring inside your system. Melatonin is produced by the pineal gland in the brain, but it is also synthesized locally within your retina itself. As daylight diminishes, the light signals reaching the brain decrease, which prompts the release of melatonin. This marks the body's transition into repair mode. The retina starts to quiet its daytime activity of processing visual images and shifts its energy toward detoxifying and restoring its light-sensitive cells. Think of melatonin as the master conductor of your nighttime symphony. While you sleep, it orchestrates numerous cellular activities. It diminishes oxidative stress, stabilizes mitochondria, and enhances the flow of oxygen and nutrients to the retina. According to recent studies, melatonin interacts directly with enzymes that neutralize reactive oxygen species, the unstable molecules that damage retinal tissue over time. This is critical because the retina consumes more oxygen per gram than any other tissue in the body, rendering it extremely vulnerable to oxidative stress. Now, here is where it gets even more fascinating. Melatonin production declines with age, and this decline is strongly linked to an increased risk of age-related macular degeneration and glaucoma. In older adults, the pineal gland generates less melatonin, and the body's internal antioxidant defenses weaken. This means the retina is left more exposed to the daily wear and tear caused by oxidation. The good news is that you can naturally support your melatonin levels through both lifestyle and nutrition. Let me explain with a straightforward analogy. Imagine melatonin as your eye's nighttime security guard. During the day, light and environmental stressors create continual attacks on the retina. When night falls, melatonin arrives to lock the gates, clear away the debris, and repair the damage. But if the guard shows up late or unarmed, meaning melatonin levels are low, the cleanup is never completed thoroughly. Over time, the damage accumulates and your eyesight begins to blur. So, how do you fortify this natural defense? It begins with respecting your circadian rhythm. Bright artificial light, especially blue light from screens, suppresses melatonin production. This implies that using phones, tablets, or televisions right before bed can impair your natural repair cycle. To counter this, reduce blue light exposure at least 1 hour before sleep. Dim the lights in your home and allow your body to perceive darkness. Darkness is the signal that activates melatonin synthesis. It is not about supplements alone, but about your own internal biology functioning optimally. Next, let's connect melatonin with nutrition. Certain nutrients act as co-factors that assist your body in producing and utilizing melatonin efficiently. Magnesium, for example, supports the enzymes that convert serotonin into melatonin. Vitamin B6, found in foods like chickpeas and tuna, also plays a key role in that conversion. Conversely, caffeine, alcohol, and heavy late-night meals can disrupt melatonin release and digestion, shortening the time window for retinal repair. Finally, some foods naturally elevate melatonin levels. Cherries, pistachios, and kiwi contain measurable quantities of natural melatonin. Having a small portion of one of these foods before bed, especially when combined with sources of omega-3 fats like walnuts or chia seeds, can provide a steady release of antioxidants during the early stages of sleep, exactly when your eyes commence their repair cycle. Therefore, melatonin is not just about falling asleep quicker, it is about regenerating from the inside out. It shields your retina, re-energizes your mitochondria, and sets the stage for every other nutrient to perform its job. In the next segment, we will explore how the health of one unexpected organ, your liver, determines how efficiently those nutrients reach your eyes and how effectively that nightly repair actually occurs. Most people never associate the liver with their eyesight, yet the two are profoundly interconnected. In traditional medicine systems like Chinese medicine, the liver has always been considered the organ that opens into the eyes. Modern science is now validating that connection, demonstrating that liver health plays a vital role in visual clarity, nutrient delivery, and nighttime eye repair. Here is what is genuinely happening inside your body. The liver is your central metabolic factory. It filters blood, breaks down toxins, and stores essential nutrients like vitamin A, zinc, and copper, all of which are critical for maintaining healthy vision. When your liver is functioning well, it guarantees a steady supply of these nutrients to the retina via the bloodstream. But when the liver becomes sluggish, fatty, or overburdened, something that becomes more common with age, that nutrient delivery system begins to falter. Think of your liver as the logistics manager of your body's repair network. Every night as you sleep, The liver is responsible for distributing supplies to the organs that need rebuilding, including your eyes. But if the warehouse is clogged or filled with waste, the shipments slow down. The retina may not get enough vitamin A for photoreceptor renewal or enough antioxidants to combat oxidative stress. Over time, this leads to poorer night vision, slower focus recovery, and early signs of macular degeneration. Let me clarify this with a simple analogy. Picture your eyes as a bustling city and the liver as the main power plant that also supplies food and oxygen. During the day, the city operates intensively, consuming energy and accumulating waste. At night, the liver should cleanse the system, replenish energy, and deliver fresh fuel. If the power plant is polluted or underperforming, the lights flicker across the city. In this scenario, your vision becomes blurry and fatigued. Research shows that poor liver function is frequently associated with elevated oxidative stress in the retina. This connection is especially evident in individuals with non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. The liver's inability to properly metabolize fats affects the supply of omega-3 and omega-6 fatty acids, which are key components of retinal cell membranes. When these membranes become rigid or inflamed, the eyes lose flexibility in adapting to changing light conditions. To support liver-driven eye repair, timing once again becomes essential. The liver's detoxification processes are most active between midnight and 3 a.m. This means that what you eat in the hours leading up to bedtime directly influences how effectively your liver performs its nighttime duties. A meal or small snack containing antioxidants and healthy fats can supply the raw materials your liver requires to generate the compounds that eventually reach your retina. Practical steps can make a remarkable difference. Avoid heavy or greasy dinners that overload the liver and divert energy away from repair. Instead, concentrate on foods that cleanse and nourish the liver, such as beets, artichokes, lemon water, and cruciferous vegetables like broccoli. These support the liver's detoxification enzymes, enabling it to send out clean, nutrient-rich blood to your eyes while you sleep. Also, hydration is more important than many realize. The liver needs sufficient water to flush out toxins and process fat-soluble nutrients efficiently. Older adults often experience mild dehydration, which thickens the blood and reduces circulation to the retina. Drinking a small glass of water or herbal tea about 1 hour before bed can gently support liver filtration and enhance nutrient flow. If this content is helping you see the link between your internal organs and your long-term vision, consider subscribing. I post new evidence-based insights every day to help you rebuild your health naturally from the inside out. Now that you understand how your eyes prepare themselves at night and how the liver supports that process, let's turn to the raw materials that actually rebuild your vision, the nutrients. Every single night, your eyes depend on a specific combination of vitamins, minerals, and fatty acids to regenerate their delicate structures. Without these nutrients, your repair machinery slows down, your retina becomes more vulnerable, and your visual quality begins to decline. Here is what is truly happening inside your body. Your retina consists of millions of photoreceptor cells, rods and cones, that are continuously breaking down and rebuilding themselves. Each of these cells is enveloped in a thin layer of fatty acids that act like insulation, keeping the electrical signals sharp and clear. When you consume nutrient-dense foods before bed, your bloodstream delivers the essential building blocks these cells use to rebuild while you sleep. Let me explain this with a straightforward comparison. Envision your retina as a wall composed of tiny tiles. Every night, a few tiles crack or wear out due to light exposure, oxidative stress, or inflammation. The nutrients you eat before sleep act as replacement tiles and fresh mortar. If you supply enough of them, the wall remains strong and clear. But if those materials are missing, small cracks accumulate and over time the wall begins to blur, just like your vision. So, which nutrients are most vital for this nightly repair cycle? Number 1, lutein and zeaxanthin. These carotenoids are the natural pigments that give the macula, the central part of your retina, its yellow color. They filter out harmful blue light and neutralize free radicals generated by light exposure during the day. Studies show that higher blood levels of these pigments correlate with better visual acuity and contrast sensitivity. You can find them in dark leafy greens like spinach, kale, and collard greens. Having a small serving with a teaspoon of olive oil before sleep enhances their absorption, as these compounds are fat-soluble. Number 2. Omega-3 fatty acids. Docosahexaenoic acid, known as DHA, is a major structural component of the retina. It keeps the photoreceptor membranes flexible and supports the regeneration of the outer segments that are replaced nightly. Fatty fish such as salmon, sardines, and mackerel are excellent sources. For a plant-based option, chia seeds, flax seeds, and walnuts provide alpha-linolenic acid, which the body can partially convert to DHA. Number 3. Taurine. Taurine is an amino acid that acts as an antioxidant and stabilizes the electrical signals in retinal cells. It protects against light-induced damage and supports the survival of photoreceptors. Foods rich in taurine include eggs, chicken, turkey, and seaweed. A small portion of protein that includes taurine before sleep can supply your eyes with this protective compound. Number 4. Vitamin A and zinc. Vitamin A forms the foundation of the visual pigment rhodopsin, which allows you to see in low light. Zinc is required to transport vitamin A from the liver to the retina. A deficiency in either can lead to night blindness or delayed adaptation to darkness. The best sources include egg yolks, liver, sweet potatoes, and pumpkin. Older adults often benefit from combining these foods in an early evening meal to enhance both storage and utilization during sleep. Number 5. Vitamin C and E. These antioxidants prevent oxidative damage to the lens and retina by neutralizing free radicals. Citrus fruits, berries, almonds, and sunflower seeds provide these vitamins. Including a small serving of fruit like kiwi or orange with dinner can give your body an antioxidant boost before bedtime. Now, one key point to remember is that timing matters just as much as intake. Eating a nutrient-rich, balanced meal 1 to 2 hours before sleep ensures these compounds are circulating in your bloodstream when your eyes begin their regenerative cycle. So, when you think about eye repair, consider it a construction project that runs while you sleep. Your job is to provide the materials. Your body already knows how to do the rebuilding, it just needs the supply line to remain open. When it comes to nutrition, most people focus solely on what they eat, not when they eat it. But when we discuss repairing your eyes during sleep, timing becomes just as critical as the nutrients themselves. The body operates on a series of internal rhythms, what scientists call circadian biology. These rhythms control everything from hormone release to digestion, cellular repair, and even how effectively your eyes absorb nutrients. If you learn to synchronize your eating habits with your body's nightly repair schedule, you can dramatically improve how your eyes heal, regenerate, and protect themselves from aging. Here is what is genuinely happening inside your body. Your digestive system, liver, and eyes are all governed by circadian clocks, tiny internal timers that signal when each organ should work and when it should rest. During the day, your body prioritizes energy production and activity. But as night approaches, those priorities shift, insulin levels drop, blood flow to the brain and eyes increases, and melatonin begins to rise. This signals your body to switch from energy consumption to repair and regeneration. Let me explain this with a simple analogy. Imagine a city that runs on a 24-hour schedule. During the day, factories and offices are busy producing goods. That is your body in its active mode. But at night, cleaning crews, electricians, and repair workers take over. If you shut off the power to the city before the workers arrive, they cannot see what they are fixing. That is exactly what happens when you go to bed without providing your body with the right nutrients. The repair crew, your retina and supporting tissues, shows up, but there is no fuel to work with. The key window for retinal regeneration occurs during the first half of the night, roughly between 1000 in the evening and 200 in the morning. This is when melatonin levels peak, growth hormone is released, and your retina begins rebuilding its outer segments. Having a nutrient-rich, balanced snack 1 to 2 hours before sleep ensures that essential compounds like lutein DHA and taurine are present in your bloodstream during this repair cycle. Now, this does not mean eating a large meal right before bed. That would burden your liver and disrupt sleep quality. Instead, the goal is to provide a light, easily digestible snack that sustains your body through the repair phase without spiking insulin or interfering with melatonin production. Here are a few examples. A small handful of walnuts or pistachios. Both contain natural melatonin and omega-3 fats. A slice of avocado on whole grain toast with a drizzle of olive oil, rich in vitamin E and healthy fats that aid nutrient absorption. A boiled egg with a sprinkle of turmeric, providing protein, taurine, and anti-inflammatory compounds. A cup of warm chamomile or lemon balm tea, which supports relaxation and liver function. These foods supply the nutrients your eyes and liver need without overstimulating digestion or raising nighttime blood sugar. Research also shows that meal timing affects nutrient delivery. If you eat too early, for instance, 4 to 5 hours before sleep, the concentration of certain fat-soluble nutrients in your blood may already be declining by the time your eyes start repairing. Conversely, eating too late, right before lying down, can impair digestion and elevate blood sugar, both of which interfere with melatonin production. The optimal window is approximately 90 minutes before sleep, giving your body time to absorb nutrients while still supporting the beginning of the repair cycle. If this content is helping you understand how your body's timing affects your long-term health, consider subscribing. I post evidence-based insights every day to help you optimize your metabolism, hormones, and longevity naturally and intelligently. Up to this point, we have explored the internal mechanisms and nutrients that help your eyes repair during sleep. But there is one more crucial layer that determines how effectively those nutrients are used: your daily habits. The way you manage light exposure, hydration, stress, and sleep quality decides whether your eyes regenerate efficiently at night or continue to deteriorate over time. Here's what is truly happening inside your body. The eyes are not isolated organs. They are extensions of your nervous system. This means anything that affects your brain, light, hormones, blood sugar, or stress, directly impacts your vision. When your nervous system is balanced and calm before sleep, your eyes receive optimal blood flow and oxygen. But when you go to bed under stress, exposed to artificial light, or dehydrated, the body shifts into survival mode. This constricts blood vessels and starves your retina of the oxygen and nutrients it needs most during the night. Let me explain this with a simple analogy. Imagine your eyes as gardens that need darkness, water, and quiet to grow. If you shine bright lights on them all night, neglect watering, or let the soil dry out, the plants struggle. In the same way, your eyes need darkness, hydration, and hormonal balance to carry out their nightly renewal. Number 1. Light exposure. Light is the single most powerful regulator of your circadian rhythm. Artificial light from phones, computers, and televisions in the evening sends confusing signals to your brain, tricking it into believing it is still daytime. This suppresses melatonin, delaying the body's repair sequence. To counteract this, reduce screen use at least 1 hour before sleep. Dim the lights in your home, and if you must use screens, apply blue light filters or wear blue light blocking glasses. Exposing your eyes to natural sunlight in the morning also helps reset your circadian rhythm for the next night's cycle. Number 2. Hydration. Your eyes are composed of more than 80% water, and dehydration thickens your blood, reducing nutrient flow to the retina. Older adults often wake up with dry eyes or blurry vision simply because of mild overnight dehydration. The solution is simple. Drink a small glass of water or herbal tea about 1 hour before bed, not immediately before, to avoid disturbing sleep. Adding a pinch of mineral salt or magnesium citrate to your evening water can help maintain electrolyte balance and improve absorption. Number 3. Blood sugar control. High evening blood sugar spikes lead to glycation, a process where sugar molecules attach to proteins, damaging delicate retinal tissue. To prevent this, avoid refined carbohydrates and sugary snacks after dinner. Pair any evening carbohydrates with protein or healthy fat to stabilize glucose and prevent oxidative stress in the tiny capillaries that nourish your retina. Buzzers number 4: stress management and deep sleep. Cortisol, the stress hormone, is melatonin's opposite. When cortisol levels are high at night, melatonin levels drop and your eyes' repair processes slow down. Gentle stretching, slow breathing, or even a 5-minute gratitude practice before bed can lower cortisol and allow melatonin to rise naturally. Prioritizing deep, uninterrupted sleep of at least 7 hours is one of the most powerful ways to preserve vision over time. Number 5. Avoid environmental toxins. Cigarette smoke, air pollution, and cooking fumes introduce free radicals that damage the cornea and retina. Keeping your bedroom air clean with proper ventilation or a simple air purifier can make a surprising difference in how refreshed your eyes feel in the morning. Your habits either work with your biology or against it. When you align them with your body's natural rhythms, minimizing blue light, staying hydrated, keeping blood sugar stable, and allowing true darkness, you give your eyes the environment they need to repair every single night. If you have made it this far, you now understand something most people never do: that your eyes are not failing because of age alone. They are struggling because the delicate repair systems that keep your vision sharp at night are being disrupted by hidden factors in your metabolism, your nutrition, and your evening habits. Let us briefly recap what we have discovered. First, your eyes are living tissue deeply connected to your liver, your brain, and your sleep cycle. When you eat the right foods before bed, such as those rich in lutein, zeaxanthin, zinc, vitamin A, and omega-3 fatty acids, you provide your retina with the raw materials it needs to rebuild itself while you sleep. Second, your liver is not just a detox organ. It is the biochemical engine that produces and delivers the nutrients and antioxidants your eyes rely on. When the liver is overburdened with sugar, alcohol, or processed fats, it cannot produce the compounds that keep your retinal cells resilient. Repairing your liver's rhythm means you are also repairing your vision. Third, we discussed the power of antioxidants and healthy fats. Nutrients such as vitamin C, vitamin E, and omega-3 fatty acids protect your macula from oxidative stress, the same process that accelerates vision decline in aging adults. By incorporating foods like salmon, walnuts, avocado, and spinach into your evening meals, you support the membranes that protect your eyes through the night. Fourth, we saw that light, hydration, and stress are not minor details. They are central regulators of eye health. Dim lights, balanced blood sugar, and calm breathing before bed allow melatonin to rise, oxygen to flow, and the eye's microscopic vessels to repair. So, here is your challenge for tonight. Choose just one of these habits to implement. Maybe it is reducing screen light after dinner. Maybe it is adding one eye, repairing food like spinach or kiwi before bed. Or maybe it is simply going to bed 1 hour earlier to allow your eyes more healing time. Track how your vision feels in the morning. Less dryness, less blur, more clarity. Over time, these small choices compound. Your eyes were designed to renew themselves. The nutrients you feed them, the light you expose them to, and the calmness you bring to your body each night determine how well they perform that renewal. If this message added value, please like this video and subscribe to join thousands of others who are optimizing their health naturally. Together, we are building a community grounded in science, committed to longevity, and focused on giving our bodies the conditions they need to thrive naturally.